Think of the House of Representatives as the House of Government. Whichever party or group of parties holds over half of the seats in the House of Representatives forms government, and the leader of that party or group of parties becomes the next Prime Minister. There are 151 seats in the House of Representatives, each corresponding to a portion of land that's called an electorate. In each electorate, candidates seek to become the local representative of that electorate in Parliament, hence the House of Representatives. You can find out which electorate you are in by going to the Australian Electoral Commission website. When you go to vote on election day, you'll be handed a small green ballot paper. Green corresponding with the green of the House of Representatives. On this paper, you must number each and every box in the order of your preferred candidates. People will try to hand you how to vote cards, but these are only guides. Ultimately, you are the one who decides how you vote. It's crucial that you number all of the boxes, and the order in which you number those boxes does matter. Let me show you how. When the votes are counted later, all the number one votes are counted first. If a candidate receives over 50% of the number one votes, they win automatically. However, if no one wins, the candidate with the least number of number one votes is eliminated. However, those votes are not lost. And here's where your preferences become so important. If, for example, you voted number one for the candidate who got eliminated, the counters will take your vote and reassign it to your number two preference. So now, whoever you voted number two has your vote. So the votes for the candidate with the least number of number one votes are taken and redistributed amongst the remaining candidates according to how people numbered their ballot papers. This can help boost other parties depending on how people have written their preferences. This process continues. The candidate with the next least number of votes is eliminated, but those votes are not lost. They are reassigned to other candidates depending on how people numbered their ballot papers. This process continues until one candidate receives over 50% of the vote in that electorate. That candidate then becomes the representative in the House for that electorate. This same process repeats all around the country in each electorate, and the party that manages to win the most seats in the House of Representatives forms government.
Authorised by Warwick Marsh, 1A227 Corder Road, Mount Kembla, New South Wales 2526.